I think the Speaker of Parliament cut me when I wanted to do a point of national interest. First of all, civil servants, most of them have not received their salaries, despite their payday being 19 November. But today is the 28th of November. Most civil servants and those in the public service have not got their salaries. So my question was going to be, why are we even wasting time discussing your budget estimates when you haven't fulfilled the 2024 budget already? If you look at the 2024 budget, most ministries were allocated almost 50 or less than 50% of the budget that was said in the same budget speech at the same time last year. So this is a facade to me. It's just a talk shop. It's a formality that we have to come here and hear a budget statement from the minister, but knowing actually that nothing will come into fruition. Then the other thing as well is that he goes on about the tax on sugar, but actually most beverages are coming from outside of the country. They are being imported. They're coming through tax shops and so forth. So at the end of the day, you are punishing the industry that is supposed to be actually building the economy. So he keeps on putting these taxes, and the paper bag tax, we have to call him the paper bag man. He's putting a 20% paper bag tax. Absolutely no, it will have no effect to the revenues that this country needs. Actually, we should be getting more money from mining. He should have said, listen, all the foreigners who are mining in Zimbabwe, you are going to be paying so much percent of tax, so that we raise the money through the natural resources that this country has. But what the minister has done is just, a rubber stamp the status quo where the government is very broke. He just rubber stamped that, and really, this was just a talk shop. There is nothing to smile about. There is nothing for Zimbabweans that's going to change. We are just going to suffer as we go as a country. And I can assure you, the government is struggling. They're struggling to pay civil servants. They haven't paid civil servants. In fact, those who were paid by their banks. Their banks prepaid on behalf of the government. But the government is now failing to pay those banks. And most people who have got banks such as AFC, Stewart Bank, they haven't been paid. And they don't know when they'll be paid because simply there's no money. But we're talking here about a 227 billion purse, which he's saying that is going to give money to the ministries. But it's non-existent. We are talking about estimates. We are assuming that we'll get money somehow through the economy. But actually, there is nothing that is coming. So my brief is just, this was a waste of time by the minister. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I may want to take you back to the budget process when we were doing the consultations. As Portfolio Committee on Budget and Finance, we went out to get the views of the people so that the budget that is presented by the minister is in line with the aspirations of the people. And the ministries were also asked to submit their bids that is in line with the circular. And their bids were against the projected programs. What was submitted by the ministries, departments and agencies amounted to around 700 billion ZIG. But then in terms of our capacity to raise the revenue that we are able to collect is around 276 billion. So what is needed is to whittle down all those programs so that they are in line with our budget. And in terms of what was submitted by the people, the priorities are in education, health, devolution. We're also looking at climate resilient agriculture. We are also looking at we are also looking at agriculture, dam construction, irrigation development. And all this, if you look at the main statement, agriculture got more than 10%.
Paid as normal, their salaries and bonuses. As you know, since 2018, we've always been able to do that. We've always paid salaries and bonuses. And now, as you know, we're splitting the salary in US dollars and ZIG component. So both of those would be paid, they'll be honored. And we've just gone through a wage review, as you know, for civil servants to make sure that we can catch up with the cost of living, and we'll continue to do so as we go forward to make sure that our hard-working civil servants don't fall behind cost of living, expenses.
We'll do 2 more questions and then we're done.